Hey guys, welcome to Corcoran's Boxing and Fitness. This is another session of our online training segments. Today what we're going to work on is we're going to work on some fast feet. This is a little circuit that we can do. It's great for our hockey, our boxers, our lacrosse, our soccer, football players. So let's get at it. So what we're going to do in this drill, okay, I've got my seam in my mat here. Okay, what you can use if you don't have that at home is you can use, you can get some hockey tape, a nice straight line on the floor, maybe 2 to 3 feet is all you need. Okay, what we're going to do is for the purpose of this video, is we're going to start on the left side. We're going to use our left leg. I'm on the left side of the line, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure my chest is up. All right, my chin is up to be sport specific. Okay, we never want to look down at our opponent's feet. Okay, that's inevitably when your opponent makes your move, or for my boxers, they throw that punch. Always eyes up. All right, our knee is bent. What we're going to do is we're going to keep our hands above the shoulders. We're going to lift our right leg up off the ground. We're going to get up on the ball of our foot on the left side. And what we want to do in this drill is we're going to go 10 seconds on, 10 seconds off. We're going to hop as close to the line as we can, staying in control, focusing on keeping our stabilizers and our core engaged, make sure we're breathing and our eyes are up. So we're just going to go as fast as we can, back and forth across that line. Okay, so once we've hit the 10 seconds, if you have somebody timer, you can set a timer on. We're going to do 10 seconds. In 10 seconds off, we're lower that heart rate. Okay, what we're going to do then is I'll give you a couple of different options. You can stay with the same foot, and you can do 5 times for the 10 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Then you can move over to the right side. And again, you're going to do 5 sets of 10 on, 10 off. All right. Important key points of this drill and for the next one is when you first start out, you want to work on the quality, not the quantity. Okay. Nice and close. Make sure the head is up. You're breathing. Okay, and you're in control. It's pointless for me to do the drill where I'm hopping way far off that line, and I'm losing my balance and putting the foot down, okay? Much like if you're stick handling down and you're not in control, you're working on fast. So what we're going to do is, again, work on the quality, and then we work on the speed as we go along, okay? After you've taken, you've done those, make sure you take about a minute break. Now you're trying to lower that heart rate. Remember, my fighters, anybody who's trained with me in person, whether it be boxers or hockey players or lacrosse or whatever, it's those first 2 breaths when you're done, okay? You're coming off your line change, all right? Deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Focus on actually trying to lower your heart rate. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna move over to another fast foot, 2 feet drill. So in this case, we want the chest up, the chin up. I like to focus on something in front of me. A seam on the wall, whatever it is, the target that allows me to focus, keep the head up. So we want that ready, set. Our feet are about shoulder width apart. Okay, our knees are bent. All right, never in this position. All right, I can't think of any sport where the knees are ever up and you're standing straight up. Okay, whether it be hockey, baseball, you're always basketball, tennis, football, and my boxers. Obviously, the feet are a little bit different arrangements, but the fact that you're in that group, that stance where you feel the most secure. So in this case, what we're going to do on the go is we're just going to hop back and forth as fast as we can. Again, trying to stay in control, chest up, we're making sure we're breathing, we're on the balls of the feet. Okay, if you have to glance down, that's fine. You just don't want to have your head down. So again, what we're going to do is 10 seconds on, 10 seconds off. To start with, we're going to do 5 sets of those. All right? So that's the fast speed component of this training video today. Now we're going to hit the ground and we're going to do some chest work, okay? And in this case, what we're going to work on is some explosion, all right? If you have the use of a bench, great. A Swiss ball is another one. You can do these exercises on the Swiss ball or the bench. We're doing one arm, so if you're using the bench, you're going to engage that core, okay? So we're going to go down. You're going to find your the weight that's going to give you a good push at the end of your reps. So again, following in line of my other videos, if you're looking for to put some size on and specifically strength, it's 6 to 8 reps at a good weight. So at the end of those reps, it's a push. Leaner muscles, you're working on some speed. You know, for my boxers who don't want to put some weight on, you want to do your reps in the range of 10 to 12. Okay, so we're going to find the ground. Our back is nice and flat. Okay, we're going to grab our weight. In this case, I'm starting on the right side. What I'm going to do in this exercise, my tricep is flat on the ground. My elbow is at a 90 degree. Okay, and what I can do in this exercise to make it tougher and engage that core if you're not on the bench or even if you are, all right, is I'm going to lift my feet up. I'm going to have a slight bend in my knees. Obviously, my quads are at about a 45. My shin is at a 90 degree, and then I always like to point my toes. I find it really helps to engage my core more. And what I'm going to do in this exercise, all right, I'm going to push up at a fairly good pace and have a slow decline. My elbow's going to come down and rest on the ground, and I'm going to pop it up. When I pop it up, I want to breathe out. Breathe in on the way down. Up. 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 Again, whatever reps you're looking for, and you're no rest, you're going to go over to, in this case, the left side. Okay, you put your legs down for a quick second, then we're back up. Tricep on the ground, the back of the arm, elbow at 90 degrees. All right, and again, if you're choosing to do so to give yourself an extra push, my knees are at, my quads are at 40, shins are at parallel to the ground, and I'm just going to push up, slow down, breathe out, slow down. I want to come down to the ground with a rest, a dead stop. So then it's only my chest that's pushing me up. Okay? All right, so again, your required amount of reps, 4 sets, minimal rest in between each set being consisting of 20 to 30 seconds. Again, you know, when you first started, you may need a little longer depending on your fitness level. Okay, so that's the first chest exercise. The next one we're going to do is we're going to utilize the band. All right, if you don't have the luxury of having a machine, hopefully some gyms will be open. Beats, hopefully you can get into the gym at the station. All right, so what we're going to do in this case, we're going to start, and I'm looking at my left side. All right, again, the ready, set, lock those feet in. The further out I go on this, the more I'm going to it's going to be harder. So I want to push myself in this case, so I'm going to move out so there's good tension on my band. My feet are shoulder width apart, my knees are bent, my chest is up, my chin is up. All right, what I'm going to do in this case, I like to put my right hand, my free hand in this case, on my core so I can feel my abs and everything tight. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the side, so I've got good tension on the band already. Okay, it shouldn't start like this where it's limp. It's already engaged. And what I'm going to do in this case is I'm just going to push it over. Not in, don't turn your body. All right, I've got a slight bend in my elbow, and my elbow's about my breast level. And again, as I go across, I'm breathing out. Breathing in on the way back. I come to about this parallel to my left side of my body, not all the way over. My chest and that doesn't change, and I'm staying forward. And again, back. Now you can go forward, pull across at a fairly good pace, but I want the decline to be about 1.5 to 2 seconds. Back across, a slight hold, and then slowly decline. Engaging that core and the chest the whole time. It should be a rock here, right across. Hold, back, hold, back. Okay, again, required amount of reps. Now we're going to switch to the other side. Minimal rest. Push yourself out. One side obviously is going to be stronger. This is going to be my stronger side because I'm right. So I should be able to go out a little bit more. And again, the same thing on this side. Chest up, chin up, knees bent, a good solid platform. Gripping my toes into that ground. My feet are also straight ahead. Don't have the toes out, straight out. Okay, across. Again, I've got my free hand on my core, a hold, back, tension still on the band, across, back, across, back, feel that pull, back. So when I've done my reps for my first set, I'm going to take again a 20 to 30 second break. All right, again, 4 sets. Now I'm focusing on my breathing. Make sure my band is up. So for this exercise, I want about your shoulder length apart. Again, you're going to come out. So you've got that good platform, feet, shoulder width apart, a bend in the knees. And again, on this one, the further out you go, the more you're going to put tension and the harder you're going to work. So in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm starting with my right side. Chest up, I'm focusing on a point, in this case it's on my door here, seam, and I'm just going to push out, okay, and I'm going to slow back. Again, I don't want the band to pull me back like this. I want to come back till I still have tension on the band. I'm going to come to a complete stop. If I'm doing this, I'm using momentum and kind of cheating. I'm going to come to a dead stop. And then it's all chest to push me out. I breathe in on the way. Hold at the top. Come to a stop. Back out. A stop. Slow decline again. 1.5, 2 seconds. Back out. For my boxers, what I'd like you to do is do that turn at the end. All right, so you're learning to get at those top 2 knuckles to land your punch. Remember, not here where you're going to get the weakest point in the boxer's fracture. All right, nice fast out, slow decline. Fast out, slow decline. Required amount of reps, whether it be 6 to 8, 10 to 12, switch the other side. No break in between the reps, but once you've done both sides, take your 20 to 30 second break. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to go back down to the floor, or again, if you've got a bench or a Swiss ball, you can utilize those. We're going to do some flies. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to get down to the ground. Okay, we're going to take our weights. We're going to have that nice flat back. Again, to make it tougher, we're going to work the core in this one. We're going to put our knees up on the 45. And then we're going to have our shins on a parallel to the ground, toes pointed forward. Our back of the arms, our triceps are flat on the ground. Our elbows are at 45. We're going to push up. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to slowly decline.
till our elbows barely touch the floor, but we're not going to have them rest, and we're going to come up. Down, nice slow decline, at least 1.5, 2 seconds. Hold at the bottom and then come up. Again, we don't want to do this motion where we're cheating and we're using the spring motion. We're going to come down, we're going to come to a stop, but we're not touching the ground, and then we're going to come up. That's really going to focus on the chest itself. Make sure we're breathing. Okay, again, the required amount of reps and 4 sets. All right, everybody, I hope that's good. We'll look forward to see you on the next. Train hard, work hard, and we'll get some results. Thanks, guys.